This is a comedy channel, so I'm constantly thinking of new ideas for something that's both funny and a little bit cringy. And well, this idea came to mind. Who's familiar with the idea of an isekai? Anyway, I'll put a link to the other game being developed by this game developer called Monster Box. And anyway, they have two games in development. And the main one I had been aware of before was called In Heat, Lustful Nights. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's sort of take, except, it's a hentai. But the same company is also developing this. So, yeah, this one's called Nekomancer, Seated in Darkness. As you can see from what I can show you the left side of the screen, it's a top-down sort of adventure. Kind of like, I don't know, Legend of Zelda. Except, well, I can't show you the whole screen because lewd things. And this is even one of the more tame screenshots that the Steam page shows. But yeah, it's just I was thinking about how Retsu got isekai'd into a medieval world and from the Baki the Grappler. And I was like, well, if you could isekai any anime character from one show to another, what would it be? What anime world? What video game world? But, you know what? How about I actually start up and just give you guys an option, A, B, or C? And of course, you might have to actually go on Steam. And I'll put a link to the Five Nights at Freddy's game. But there won't be a link to this because there is no such link. I tried to find one on YouTube. There is no video about this game at all. So, but yeah, putting the idea out there for you guys. If you had to be isekai'd or actually live the scenario of the Five Nights at Freddy's game, or this, or both, which would you choose? So, yeah. Maybe this will be a new series of just cringe. Isekai, A, B, or C. But, and also give me suggestions for future things, so, you can give me one or more, games or... And in general, they should be of a similar genre sort of style. So, these are both lewd scenarios. Whereas, if you were to compare horror games, actually, we can have multiple votes here. One moment. I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to walk over there so you guys wouldn't hear me coughing. Still fucking exhausted. I've just been napping and I'm reading books, and particularly the light novel Berserk of Gluttony. It's an amazing story. But I've really just been napping and drinking a shit ton of 7-Up. I also played a little bit of Thumper and Neo Dash and some other games. But yeah. This is maybe going to be a new series. I'll put it in the playlist of hentai games that I can't record because, I can't censor things very well. Which I think I've only got one video in that playlist so far. It's where I tried to play this one game that I didn't think was going to be a hentai. Or I thought it might have one or two scenes in the whole game. And I was like, okay, I could probably just blur out one symbol spot. No, it was an entire fucking screen. It's just the whole screen was just dicks and tits. And I'm like, there's cum everywhere. How the fuck do I censor this? But yeah. That's the question. Isekai. Though you might have to go on Steam to actually... Also, you should be 18 or older if you're on YouTube. Or Steam. just because, or any of this stuff. There should also be warnings where you can click on the, the page with the game saying this is expressly, adult content. So, yeah. But yeah, most games are like, yes. It's like no one under the age of 18 should be playing this game, reviewing anything. And also, all characters depicted in said game are adults. They're all 18 or older. So, but yeah, at least certain games like this are very clear that they are a hentai. It's just that one game, the playlist I'll put this in, I thought maybe like, okay, it might have 1 or 2 scenes. I can skip those. And no, it's just the amount was just so far beyond, like, and I'm not really one that knows how to censor anything anyway. There's one time I tried to do a Let's Play of Monster Girl Island. I did one part. I had to blur out half the screen because, more than half the screen was boobs. It's like, I wasn't complaining, but I can't show that on YouTube. But, and of course, there would never actually be a Let's Play of either of these games because, yeah, way too lewd of content. Though I imagine anyone who's viewed a lot of people on Twitch, I'm sure you could suggest it to them. Just tell them, you can't play it on stream, but you'd always ask them to play it in their own time and give a review. I'm just saying, for example, there's a character here in this game that there's multiple VTubers on Twitch that I'm not even sure how to make this joke. Main point, I'm just saying there's people there are plenty of VTubers out there that fit the description. Not only this, but also of, multiple other characters in the In-Heat game. And yes, I understand I'm doing a horrible job at the joke. I don't know. Not restarting the video. But, yeah, isekai question. Would you rather be isekai'd to be the would you rather be the protagonist of this game or of the Five Nights at Freddy's game? Or both? So it's like, if you had to choose one over the other, or if you had the option of choosing both, there's got to be a faster, more streamlined way to doing this video, but if there's anything I'm not, it's efficient, concise, or professional, or entertaining. But one day I'll have the Guinness World Record for world's cringiest YouTube video. But yeah, that's the start of a series here, and we can even think of other things. But yeah, in the lewd category, A, B, or C, we'll say A is the In-Heat Lustful Nights game. B will be Nekomancer, Seated to Darkness. And C is if you would actually be delighted to be the protagonist of both games. In the horror category, okay, Resident Evil versus Silent Hill. And you could actually pick any game from... Heck, there might be a ranking system. Like if you had to choose one Resident Evil game out of all of them to be the protagonist. Same way all the Silent Hill games. So here's a question. If you had to rank all the Resident Evil games, which protagonist would you want to be? Assuming you would still live after the conclusion of the game. Because there's several games where the protagonist dies. I'm just saying, would you rather be the protagonist in Five Nights at Freddy's clone game or in the Zelda clone game? Would you rather be the protagonist in In-Heat Lustful Nights or the protagonist in Nekomancer Seated in Darkness? Or would you actually want to be both? And take horror games. Would you rather be in a Silent Hill game or in a Resident Evil game? Would you rather be in Halo or Call of Duty? I don't know, what other genre? Racing. Okay, would you rather... What racing game would you rather be? Okay, I don't really know what games to suggest toward what other things. I don't know. Spacing out, still tired, still sick. But yeah. Isekai, A, B, or C? I could try to re-record this and be more quick about it and be like, "Hi guys! Here's 2 lewd video games. Who would you rather be the protagonist in? A game with animatronics that are like Five Nights at Freddy's, or a game where you're like Legend of Zelda, but it's like almost like Enter the Gungeon, but with RPG elements. Both are lewd." The end. The first one is you're being attacked by anthropomorphic beings in a sexual way, and the second one you are, a neko. So, but I don't think neko quite, like at least in this regard, counts quite as anthropomorphic. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the sliding scale of anthropomorphic counts as, and I don't know. Ah, fuck. I don't know. Like, or take fighting games. Would you rather be in a Tekken game, a Street Fighter game, assuming you could have any mastery of any fighting skill or style? I don't know. Would you rather be Ryu in Street Fighter, or Jin in Tekken? Or I shouldn't be struggling this hard to think of another fighting game, but I am. Okay, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know. Feel free to give whatever suggestions or have debates in the comments about stuff, I guess. I don't know. This is, like I said, one day I will win the Guinness World Record for the cringiest video on YouTube. Bye, everybody.